size, such a bigger safety, that he can kind of utilize that in his game?
Yeah, I mean, he has great size, great speed. And he's a veteran. He's played in this league, a while now, and so, he's getting used to the system. Just looking forward to him coming out there making a play.
I saw you taking him and as well as Jonathan Abram kind of to the side yesterday in practice. What are some of the things that you're communicating with them this week?
Well, don't make their jobs too hard. And I hope it's not a lot of pressure. You know what I mean? Going out there playing next to me, I could be hard on them sometimes. You know what I mean? But I mean that's just the price we play. Playing DB. So just trying to keep our mistakes to a minimum. And like I said, trying to help those guys find the ball. Every play.
Why do you say you're hard to play with? What are some of the things you're saying in the flow of the game?
Well, I could be hard on them. So, like I said, I don't want to put too much pressure on them, but I'm like the extension of the coaches. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm judging them hard. Yeah.
You guys know the talent the Bucs have: Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, some of the guys they've added in. When you have Marshon Lattimore healthy and out there, how big is that matchup between him and Mike Evans?
It's exciting. I think as a fan of football. You always appreciate those kind of matchups. I came in the league with Patrick Peterson, right? And every time we played Calvin Johnson and Julio Jones, right? Like, all week, like he took that week more serious than others. So it's going to be fun to see those guys go at it. Knowing our guy going to come out on top.
Have you seen Marshon lock in a little bit this week?
He's been locked in all year.
All year, but is it a little different knowing it's
Mike
Evans?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I know he'll get all the matchups he want. I'm pretty sure he'll be across from him, most of the time. So, hopefully it's not a boxing match, but they should have a lot of fun Sunday.
I literally was just talking to Lonnie Johnson, and he said the one thing that he worries about is that being on the field on the opposite side of you, that you trust him out there and that you're okay and you're happy.
Yeah. Well,
do you trust him?
I trust him. So like I said, I want both of us to kind of go out there and obviously be comfortable, understand what we're doing, and just have that realization that we're the last line of defense, and like I said, just trying to keep our mistakes to a minimum, because if we blow a coverage or miss a tackle, it's a touchdown. So just trying to keep that on the front of his brain. But like I said, just want him to go out there, have fun. It's the game he's been playing his whole life. So. I don't want to put too much pressure on him.
How important is it for you guys to bounce back from the performance at the end of the game against Green Bay?
Yeah, I mean, it's extremely important. I'd probably say really the last 2 weeks we really, didn't finish the game, how we wanted to. Even if you go back to the Carolina game, that last drive that they had, they just seemed to push the ball down the field, score a touchdown. A 10-point lead, turned into a 3-point lead, right? And they're kicking an onside kick, trying to get the ball back to win the game. So, and then kind of carried over last week as well. So, we've seen to put together 3, good quarters, or maybe 4.5 good quarters. We just got to find a way to, finish, stronger Sunday.
You mentioned not getting into a boxing match. When the tempers do flare in a game like this, you as a veteran back there, how do you kind of keep everybody at bay? Or is it one of those things where there's not much you can do with trying to keep Marshon at bay with that?
Well, I think as long as we keep him in our eyesight,
Go pull him.
separation is like key, right? But like I said, he's been doing a great job. Since I got here, he's matured, what I mean, a whole bunch. So, like I said, he's locked in. I think he understands too, like we need him out there, right? And so, he can't get kicked out of a game. We can't be without him. You know what I mean? It'll affect our defense. So, but like I said, separation is key. Let him do his thing. Let him talk his smack. But let's get back to the huddle.